Gentlemen, my name is Shan. I shall be your trainer for the rest of today. I hope all of you have a good refreshment break. Yes, let me first introduce myself. Today, my name is Shan, and today's topic is about transforming your presentations and your speeches into an encore. A raise of hand, how many of you would like to have multiple opportunities for your presentation, whether it's for work or your personal life? Who wants that? Awesome, that's everybody in the house. Yes, that's great. So I think all of you might not know each other very well. So let's have a quick icebreaker, shall we? So as you know, this is the first week of December, and I'm sure some of you might be having some holiday plans. So how aptly, let's talk about your favorite destination. So may I invite everybody to turn to your partner, smile to him and her or her, and share with him or her very quickly, what is your favorite holiday destination, right? So for myself, my name is Shan. Some people call me the Shan Swan, as you can see me on print, on my shirt here. Well, one of my favorite country is not only Singapore, but a very exotic country called Turkey. And I love the sights and sound of Istanbul. And I'd like to invite all of you to my house to have a cup of chai. Chai, as you know, is a cup of tea for Turkish, and it is also my surname called Chai. So I like to host my friends with great hospitality. So could I invite you now, very quickly, 30 seconds, turn to your partner and share this question. What is your favorite holiday destination and why?
What is your favorite destination?
Anywhere is nature.
Why?
I go or forest and go to nature. Anything with
Actually, I enjoy sightseeing.
I could go shopping in the city and
So it's not snowing, but just walking on the
in fact,
street.
my next holiday coming up in December is to a white sand beach. It's called Terminus Resort is somewhere in Indonesia.
I love the
Great, all of you seem like going to dreamland and sharing so much joy about your holiday destination. Can I hear from this table? Maria, where would your holiday destination be?
Japan.
Japan? Maria like to go to Japan. How about Sean? Antarctica. Oh, that's a lovely country. I've never been there, but I love to go there. How about over here, Edwin?
Anywhere there's nature, either crystal clear beach or
Beach.
a forest somewhere or mountain somewhere.
Beautiful. You're really bringing me there already. How about you, Sari?
I like the Great Ocean Road along Melbourne, Australia.
Wow.
So instead
Yes.
of a clear beach, right, it's a magnificent beach, sea actually, ocean.
Yes. Amazing, so magnificent, right? As you're relating your holiday destination, I can hear your stories that you share with your partner. So today, I'm going to share with you some tips and techniques how to transform your presentation and your speeches into an encore so that more people want to hear a deeper story from you. Let's start. So on your table, you will see a set of handouts, a set of white paper and stationery, and feel free to use them. And this will be a very interactive session. So at any one point, you can raise your hand and share some of your findings and questions. I'll be happy to assist you. Tea break, there'll be one at 3 p.m. And of course, before we start, here's a bit of background about myself before we launch deep into the story. And as I've heard in the last 5 minutes, you sharing about yourself and your holidays. I've been in the public speaking arena for the last 10 years. I use a lot of storytelling to share with my customers about stories, and that's what I find the most compelling part of this whole course, for you to generate your own stories and share with your customers. Well, the second part of my name is H for humorous. In this photo here, you see myself winning this champion for Toastmasters speech contest for humorous storytelling. So later in the presentation, I'm going to share with you some tips and techniques that I learned during the course. And next, A stands for ACTA, and it's one of the highest standards that the government has set. And I also learned a lot of tips and techniques from the workshop and also session by ACTA. I hope to transfer this knowledge to yourself and make it more meaningful to you. And one but most important element of presentation would be novelty. As just now you were sharing about Antarctica, about Australia, Great Ocean Road, you're relating novel part of the stories to delight your customers. And I hope that you bring forward this kind of elements into your future presentation. So here is outline of our course outline today. You can see on your slides. So I hope all of you will be able to gain new knowledge about learning presentation, speech, objective, what you want to bring to your customers, and eventually develop your own fantastic speech structure to make it more compelling. Well, the next 10 minutes we're going to have a very interesting group discussion. I see that all of you are in pairs. So can I invite you to share with your partner in a 1-minute discussion, what do you think makes presentation more memorable? I just heard from your HR manager that you had a course on ABLE presentation. They taught you how to make memory even more powerful and more impeccable to your audience. So similarly in speech, I like to find out what you already know about what makes presentation more memorable. So I've placed some post-its on your table. So feel free to use markers or pen to write it down. Share with your partner, and I'd like to hear from every group. All right. Over here on the flip chart, you can present your ideas over here, and I'd love to hear from you in a 1-minute pitch. All right, please present your ideas over here. All right, another 30 seconds more. For our last participant to place his ideas on the flip chart. Thank you very much, Sean. Can we first hear from this team? What do you think makes presentation more memorable?
Compelling visuals.
Compelling
When
visuals?
you have video case studies, not just verbal, but video case studies. Good music, humor, and sometimes if the presenter is a very good person.
Yes. Interesting. How about you, Sean?
What I think is important is the connection you have with your audience,
Right.
the body language, the emotions that you actually manage to stir in your audience, the impact that actually bring meaning to their life, the usefulness of it, and also vocal variety.
Excellent. Thank you very much for Team A for sharing your ideas. Can we hear from Team B, please?
So for me, I like my presentations to be witty, to have inspiring stories, and also visuals or videos.
Yes, indeed.
Um, I suppose this is presentation, not
That's right.
facilitation. When I hear a speech, I like real stories. It engages me. It needs to be down to earth,
Right.
and it needs to be a story that stirs up my imagination, leads me to another world, and most of all, it needs to be meaningful.
Meaningful. Excellent. Thank you very much, everybody. Yes, I've here see similar points from both teams that you wanted to have connection with audience through visuals, through stories. Both of you have that, and to be able to imaginative and meaningful, right? In your slides, you can see some of the ideas that are being captured here. If not, you can record them down, or I'll send you some of the slides after the event. Right, and this leads me to having a very good structure for all these presentations of idea. On the screen here, you see Saru. Saru, as you know, is a Japanese version of monkey. So to break it down for you to make it more memorable, so that you can apply it to your future presentation. As Edwin has already said, the stories has to be unique, right? You talk about meaningful, stirring up imagination. So this is part of being a unique structure of the presentations that make it even more memorable. Secondly, over here, they also talk about having different elements to bring about impact. So how do we do that? It's through structure. The second part is having a structure. So in my next slide, I'll share with you how to apply it specifically to your areas of interest. And last but not least, the second two quadrant you see is the repetition of ideas. Right? So you see, when all these ideas are being recorded down, you are able to connect with the audience much more. And association. When you associate your holiday destination with positive and fond memories, you want to relate that to the audience. Right? Simple? Any questions at this point? Right? So to drill down deeper into the speech structure, it's one of my favorite approach that I like to use. It's called the PREP. Has anybody heard of this approach before? PREP. Right? So to articulate that is actually point, reason, example, point. So what it means that you will elaborate more. So right now I would like to have a volunteer for a game activity that we're gonna have. Who? Okay, great, Serene. Can we have you here? Thank you. Right, in this Christmas hat here, there is a gift question. All right, so pick one. Right, can we have a timer to help us keep track of the time? 1 minute, okay? All right, and in our class, we're gonna have this thing, right? Every time a speaker stands up, I'm gonna have a leader, for instance, Sean. Sean will say ready, and the rest of the class will say 1, 2, 3, whoosh. Okay, this is to give the control over to the speaker. Can we try that, class?
Ready?
1, 2, 3, whoosh. Right, Serene. What is the most beautiful place that you have ever seen?
I think
Yeah,
Melbourne, the
Melbourne.
Great Ocean Road. I was at this resort called the Lawn. So over there is like a house on a mountaintop, like a hill basically, that's next to the ocean. So it's very beautiful, especially like during the sunset. Yeah, so it's very good.
Okay, thank you very much, Serene, for sharing our story for everybody. Please stay here. Can the rest of the class tell me, did she manage to use the PREP approach? She elaborated about her holiday vividly using the stories on the sea, where she went, right? All right, well done, Serene. Thank you very much. Please take a seat. All right, that's good. So I'm going to show you two other techniques called the swing approach, right? What does it mean? Swing, that means either you address the question or presentation using the pros and cons approach, using before and after, or the cost and benefit approach. And last but not least, the very simple structure is past, present, and future. Okay? Would another volunteer, maybe from Team A, like to try? Give it a try. Yes, Maria. Thank you. Awesome. Please, as far as possible, try to use the structure to make it more memorable for the audience. Marie, can we invite you to stand in the middle? And is our wish leader ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3, whoosh!
Okay. It asked me, if you have USD $1
$1
million,
million, what would you do with it? If you have USD $1 million right now, Maria, what would you do with it?
I will set aside first of all for my retirement, another percentage for my future business, and then another percentage for my child's future, and the rest to charity. Yeah, it's because I think if you have too much, you can actually corrupt your whole being. Yes.
Thank you very much for that very creative answer that we have. I love it so much. Thank you. Please take a seat. Yes, as you have seen, we can have many of all these table topics games or improvisation games for you to adapt some of this speech structure into your presentation to make it more memorable. So moving on, in our next few sessions, we're going to go deep into it. But because of time constraint, I have printed out on your handout these areas of do's and don'ts. And don't forget, this session will be entirely recorded. So for the 2 volunteers who have come, good news for you, I'm going to send you the video clip to watch it again. And the second session, we're going to review some of the do's and don'ts that you have presented and which are the strong points you have used and where are the areas of improvement that you can continue to harness. Right, to briefly touch about that, right? As you know, in communications theory, 55% goes to body language. So your body movement is